Hello everyone, welcome back to Diamond Paintings with Mike. And today we are going to be doing our as much of this as possible because we have got stacks and stacks of Christmas paintings trying to get waiting in the queue to be done. Obviously I would like to see if I could get them all done for this year. It would be nice. But we'll just have to wait and see where this hour takes us. Oh, I'm a little bit out of breath today because I've been doing an errand to the town. I went to the town yesterday to get my DVLA postal order thing because for some apparent reason you can't send you know where some forms they'll send you in the post and you can write your credit or debit card number on it. Well, for some reason they only accept checks or a postal order, and as we all know, most banks these days don't do checkbooks anymore, so my bank certainly don't. So I had to go and get the postal order. So I'm a little bit worn out because it's freezing out there, and I tried to rush back because I wanted to get in the warm, and yeah, and then I went to the post office and I've just found out that they do every parcel force in the post office, but where you've got like the post, because this post office has like a shop and then a post office bit, but where the post office does mainly like the parcels and letters, there's a little counter post office in the shop side, so they can actually process every as well. So I'm looking into that, but I might need to have labels because I don't know if they do print in store, so it means that I could bring back that service, so I haven't been able to do every for some time because I don't know anywhere that does drop-offs for it apart from the one that's up Chalice Lane, but their machine is temperamental. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So there I am, I'm standing up waiting for the post office, and they've decorated like all their post office with all like a Christmas garland. It looks really pretty, and I said, could I have a postal order for £17 please, because you do get a discount if you do it online, but I have to do it the old fashioned way because I don't own a passport, so I can't do it online. So guess what, it's going to take absolute ages to come back to me, probably 3 weeks. So, and like an idiot, I paid out £8 for special delivery because it's got a postal order in there. I don't want that going missing because that's like £17 of my money lost if that goes missing, and I don't trust standard mail. So yeah, I've got that done by special delivery, because also the quicker it's there, the quicker they can process it, the quicker I can get that back, and it'll be, I think they renew it for 5 years, but yeah, I'm a bit backlogged and it ran out in 2022. So I'm like 2 years behind because it's one of them jobs that I've been wanting to do, but because Butlins requires ID, they won't let you in the camp without ID. It's been pushed and pushed and pushed back. So, and obviously if I don't renew it, I can get a fine. So I really don't fancy £1,000 fine. So yeah, I was like, I can't keep going away. Like I've got to send this off, and my dad won't have it. He's like, well, you can just leave it not renewed. Hello. No, I can't, because one, I need it for ID. Two, I need it for like, if I need to order anything saying like alcohol, they need valid ID. They will not accept an expired ID. So yeah, and then she said, oh, I'm sorry, you can't do debit cards. And I was like, what? So apparently you can only do cash with a postal order, which was extremely annoying. So she said what you can do is do like take out cash, and then she can do it that way. And I was like, why has it got to be cash? And she said, I think it's because obviously it's like a cash service. So basically a postal order is like a check, but it's just a safe way of sending money through the post, because the person at the other end can go to their post office once they've got it and then they get the money for it. However, that you can have it crossed or uncrossed. If you cross it, that means it can only be cashed into a bank. So and I'm a bit nervous because I've tried to fill it in as best as I can, and you know, they will send it back if something's wrong on the form. So I'm just hoping and praying that the photo that I used to renew it is going to be okay, because the photo booth said it was okay. But you know, when you sort of think, oh, is it going to go right? Because my mum tried to apply for a passport 4 times and they were taking the right piss out of her, because what they were doing, they kept saying every time she paid, they kept saying that it was wrong. And I thought, if they do it again, let me go down there and I'll watch, because I feel like they were just trying to get more and more money out of her. Like, there's no way I would use the post office check-in system for a passport. I would actually send it direct to the passport office and let them check it, because the one downtown in Whittam, they're always like trying to get more money from you. So I think the third time she tried, they funded her for it, because where they do the photos, they pull like a little blind down that's a white blind, and it's not like a proper photo booth. So yeah, now it's the agonising bit of waiting back for the licence, basically. Now, apparently you can still drive with your learning instructor without that, because obviously they know that it's with DVLA. But the one thing I'm concerned about is I have a baby face, because everyone says that I look like I'm younger than what I am. And I'm 32, and still to this day I get asked for ID, but you know, it's their job, they have to do that challenge 25. So it's going to be 3 agonizing weeks of waiting back for my license to come back, because it's going to cause problems with trying to get alcohol and stuff. So yeah, and what a time to send it, Christmas with the rush hour. But my dad would not have it that I needed to send it off, and he was like, no, wait till after the holiday, and like an idiot I did. So I've paid out £8 just to get it there a bit quicker. But then I'm sort of thinking, will they process it the same day? Have I got to wait for, is it going to be piled up in a queue waiting to be processed? Because it feels really, really weird. You know, when you get your provisional license and that's your only form of like ID if you don't have a post office. If you don't have a postal order, so oh my god, for God's sake, Mike, passport. See, my mind's going a million miles per hour. I'm trying to think of things I've got to talk about, and yeah, I've got so much on my mind to talk about, and yeah, it's I don't even know what I was saying now. Something to do with ID. Yeah, you know, if that's your only form of ID, you've got nothing to prove your ID. So I mean, I don't really use it apart from obviously learning to drive. I did learn to drive a few years ago, but it was like, I felt like I weren't getting anywhere with it, because like I could do the practical, but it's the multiple question thing afterwards. Not the practical, sorry. I could do the lessons, but then trying to go through the phase of going through the answers, because when you go for your test, they will try and trick you. And what they do is they ask you the same question, but in a different way to try and trick you. And I was scoring all the time, but then it was coming to the point of like, it's more money to go for the practical. And one time I did go to my instructor because I wanted a longer drive. I asked him if we could do a 4-hour session, and that was like 72 quid. But we drove from Whittam up to Newbury Park, which is somewhere near London. So just to get used to the motorway. But I think I was like very, very close to passing and ready to go for my test and stuff. But it's just money in it every time. Money, you know. And every time you go for a test, it's more and more money in it. So yeah, I'm just hoping that, because I am nervous. Like, I'm nervous if like I've done anything wrong on the form and I've not filled it out correctly, because even the signature has to be in the white box. If you do it outside the white box, they'll refuse it. But if, for example, they did refuse it, I'm wondering, do they keep the £17 postal order, or do they return that back to me? Because they can't keep that, surely, because I've not had the service that I paid for. But it just feels so weird because when you renew your license, you have to send back the old one. You're not allowed to keep it. So what have we done here? Number 1. So yeah, it just feels like, and I know what's going to happen. Like a few weeks down the line, I'm going to go, well, where's my ID? Like I've lost it, and of course it's with DVLA. So I'm just pleased it's, you know, finally off, done, dusted, you know, and hopefully, fingers crossed that nothing's wrong with it. Because knowing me, I've done something wrong on the form, and I've probably not filled this part of the form in, and I didn't send, the only thing I didn't send was ID documents, because they did say that if it's just a renewal, you don't have to send that. So, but I can always complain if I need to. So, but oh my god, what's going on with me today? I can't find any of my drills. Number 9, is that C? Yeah, that is that. I'm losing it. And then oh, I'm dropping all my bloody drills. And then obviously it's the week of weekend of Teddy, so my sister apparently is going over Saturday, and she's so like too much. Like she'll go, "Hello Teddy, how are you?" And like she don't leave him alone. Like she just keeps picking him up all the time, and you know he gets a bit grouchy because he doesn't want to be picked up all the time. And I thought, well, I'll go on the Friday. If she's there Saturday, I'll come home Saturday, because I'm getting a bit fed up with Keith staying every weekend. Like he's there, like because he's there like every other weekend, but I've not had a good roast in like God knows how many weeks. So I want to get back to like having my Sundays and my movie nights over here, you know, because that's how I used to do it. So yeah, so cannot believe it is Friday the 29th of November, and then yeah, I had a visit from my brother yesterday. He was coming over to pick up this unit. Someone was selling it's like a hi-fi system. You know them like stackable, I don't know what they call them, CD player things, but it's like in a chest cabinet thing. And the guy was offering it to him for 10 quid. So he came over, and originally he was going to store it at mine, but he turned up with a sack barrow. So I was like, okay. And I was like, how in the world are you going to get that back on a sack barrow? And then to my surprise, my mum came over as well, and I was like totally shocked because I was not expecting my mum to be there. So yeah, and I was like, there is no way you're going to fit that on the train. Well, he did. What he did was he attached it with like a belt or something to the sack barrow, and somehow lifted it onto the train. So I got him a Big Mac, because he brought some over. He brought some of my diamond paintings over that I needed, like, you know, the big ones on the stretch canvas wooden frame thing. So to say thank you, I got him a Big Mac, because I'm a very generous person. So like if someone helps me out, my way of saying thank you is sending them a gift. For example, Tessa over at Diamond Paints with TM, you'll see loads of gifts from me on her channel. And it's just my way of saying thank you. You know, she's helped me out with spare drills, you know, and I've known Tessa for now 4 years, so we've been good friends over the years for, I think it's coming up to 4 years now, isn't it, Tessa? I don't know. But even at Christmas, I get all the cats something. I think for her birthday, I got Sammy a pillow, and I'm pretty damn sure I put it around the wrong way. Because I think his head was there, but or it was his head somewhere along the pillow, the zip was round the wrong way, or whether I put the picture around the wrong way, I'm not sure. But yeah, I thought I'd try out that custom, and it came out pretty good. I was really impressed with it, and you know, considering it was really cheap, the material was lovely, really, really nice. So Linda, you know, you have your coffee. Do you like my little football cup I got from the pound shop? So what you would call Dollar Tree. I've got a lovely latte in there. Yeah, during the football, every summer they have like this really long season of football on TV, and it drags and drags and drags, and it's on forever, and it takes up the whole of BBC One. And they were doing football cups in there, and I thought, oh my god, like I've still got to get some of them, and I got 4 of them because I wanted to give my brother one and my dad. But I haven't shopped in there for probably the last 2 years because that was back when the pound shop used to be like a pound shop. Like the whole point of the pound shop is that it's supposed to be £1 for each item, and then sort of like over the last 2 years or so they've been putting things for like £3, £4, and I was like, well, this ain't a pound shop then. So I haven't shopped in there for probably about a couple of years now. So, and then I ordered a gift from my mum, and I've got to be careful here because she doesn't watch my channel, but my other family do. So but what I got my mum this present, and there's a shop that I didn't know. I've lived in Braintree for like 7 years. I came here in 2015 and used to live in Witham. And I didn't know. I was looking for a drop-off point because I originally wanted this to go to the locker, and it came up saying that it's not eligible to go to a locker. And I was like, oh no, like I don't want it delivered here because they'll either chuck it on the floor and run off like they always do, or they'll just like pretend they've delivered it and they haven't. And ever since that day they've lost my aerial lead in Galaxy, I don't trust delivery here anymore. So that's why I always use lockers. And I thought, I found this shop and it said like a little shop near Tesco, and I thought, oh, give it a go. And it's like a dry cleaners, and I thought, oh wow. And so I gifted it there and went to the shop today, and there was a note on the door that said back in 30 minutes, and I was like, oh no, because I'm not got the time to wait around, like I'm busy as it is. And I think it was only like 10 minutes, and I thought, well, I ain't going back because like I'm here now. So, and yeah, she came back and was there, and I had to check it over because it's like an ornament. It's like really fragile. And yeah, it's all in one piece, and there was polystyrene in the box. But what I didn't like the idea of is Amazon decided to ship it without an Amazon box, and you could see what the item was. And I've had paintings like that before, and I don't like the idea of that. But I had to check it over to make sure it was okay, and it was all okay. But you can tick an option at the checkout. It will say ship in Amazon box or ship in manufacturing box. Basically, it's just to cut down the cardboard that they use. But I did select ship in Amazon box, and they didn't do it. They shipped in the actual manufacturing box, and as soon as she picked it up, I was like, oh no, they've packed it in so you can see it. So not good. But I had like 2 collection codes, and you can only get, like, say like you've got the 1 parcel, you can collect the item, and then they'll scan it, automatically knows that you've got 2 and stuff. So considering it normally takes me like 30 minutes to get up the hill, and I took like 5 minutes to get there and probably about 10 minutes there and back, you know, that shop seems really good. And it's the first time I've seen that it does it there, and apparently they also do Yodel. So this is the thing, they need to bring it in more with the Amazon lockers, because I never understood why they put an InPost locker in George Yard. That locker, yeah, is good, but they should have really put an Amazon locker. A lot of the InPost lockers, you will see like Amazon next to them as well, but they should have a locker in Amazon. In George Yard, rather than go all the way up the hill. But now I know that shop's there, I'm probably going to go there in future, because I only send it up that one if I know that I've got a Vinted customer to drop off, because that's the only Yodel that I know that's over here. But now I know this one, I can do that, you know. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so it's been quite a busy day today so far, but I'm just pleased that I've sent off the license. Now I can, you know, chillax and know that it's off and let them process it and stuff. But I'm just worried that they'll lose it in the mail, because obviously Christmas and that, but you don't know. I think they send it standard, so... And then if it's lost, they're not going to replace it free of charge. You've got to pay if it's lost, even though it's not your fault. So I'm probably just over worrying, but I'm a warrior. Um, I worry about the simplest of things, and I think I get it from my mum. Because she, like, if she's put something, like she's turned the channel over and it's come up with a black screen, she'll go, oh my god, what have I done? Like, and I'm like, chill, you've just knocked the station off. Because one time she knocked all the TV programs off the TV, and it was a simple fix. I just had to retune the TV, and the TV tunes it. And talking about TVs, I don't know if ITV2 are having a problem, but the last sort of week or so, I've been watching I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and it's been like stopping with the volume, and the volume's on, but it keeps like cutting out. So I don't know if that's a sign that my TV is getting old and it needs replacing or what. But that TV is like fairly new, because like I bought it like a couple of years ago. So guess I'll have to buy a new TV. But they're not cheap. They're like 169 quid. Because I normally go for like a 32 inch. That's reasonable for me. And I was so pissed off with Argos once. Like, you know the little small bedroom TVs you can get? They were charging £169 for that, plus the 32 inch, which was a lot bigger, was exactly the same price. And you would have thought, like, the smaller TVs would be, you know, cheaper. Sorry if I'm having a rant. But, you know, it's just annoying, really. I'd love to work in a post office. I work in retail, but I'd love to work in a post office because I love processing forms. It's not just about getting mail. It's about, right, does this need a reply? Does it need to go in an envelope? Do you need to post it off, you know? But this woman today, she was arguing at the post lady because she was like, can I have a book of 12 stamps? And the woman said they only come in like 8 or something. And she goes, well, I don't want them then, because... And then she goes, do you want 16? So she was basically trying to make the woman pay more than what she wanted. And she was like, no, because that's more than I want to spend. And then she goes, well, do you want Christmas ones? And then the lady said, do you not sell them singly? And she goes, no, we've only got Christmas ones. And then the lady was like, I really don't care if they're Christmas ones. I just want stamps. So I don't know what the commotion was over that. But, yeah... So, I don't know what that was all about, but the queue was long as it is. But normally I get my mum to do any of my Royal Mail parcels, but I just thought, I very rarely use the one over here because I'm always sending with like Yodel. So I thought, do you know what? I'll just post it here. It gets it done out of the way, you know. So I'm just going to do this sliver of green for the minute because we've worked on that silver for a while now. And before I do that, it's coffee time. Oh, yeah. I've let it go cold again. Lovely. Well, the thing was, is I did the coffee before I went to the post office. And then I thought, oh, it would still be hot by the time I get back. And no, it wasn't. It was not nice. And it was still a little bit warm when I came back, and I've just let it go cold. Why is it? It's weird, isn't it? Like, because you drink juice or water and it just feels natural that it's cold. But why is it when you drink coffee, it just tastes horrible cold? I don't get it. And then I was so disappointed because I went into Tesco to get my Hello magazine, and they've not got the magazine. So I don't know when that's coming in or if I've missed it, because the Hello magazine, they they only, like, there's only so many that come in. I think there's 5, and like if they're gone, you've got a problem trying to get a back order because you have to go on this app called Pocket Mags and then try and get it digitally. I used to do Hello through the post, but then we had this mail problem and it was just taking forever to come, and I thought, right, I'll cut this and I'll just buy it from the shop. So, like, you do get a bit of a discount if you subscribe, but I just like to pick it up there and then. So, right, I don't know what I've done with... Yes, I have. They're over here. Ignore that. So, yeah, I'm going to go and pop over to Whittam because... See Teddy, because Sunday I'm going to be busy anyway because I've got to put all the decoration, like the Christmas tree up. So is it me? Oh man, what's going on here? Yeah, I've made a cock up here, sorry. I just thought it was a bit strange why that's like not covering the thing. It turns out these are not drills. Them ones. So I thought I'll come over to Friday to see him, because if she's going to be there Saturday, then I don't want to be there. So we did get on, and then all of a sudden she's had a hissy fit again, and now she don't want to talk to me. So fine, I'm not going to be used like a toy, you know. You either talk, you don't talk. I really cannot be arsed with it. You know, I've tried to invest a lot of my time in, you know, we've always had a rocky road as, you know, family, as a, you know, for years, many years. But with Hannah, she's just like, it's got to be her way or the no way, you know. And she's trying to make me be friends with Jack when I don't want to be friends with him. I'm not very keen on him. So, you know, it's like she don't accept that. And when my dad said that, because he wasn't very keen at start off, but now he's up his arse like fly around cow shit, you know. And she just doesn't accept, she won't accept that I don't want to talk to him. I don't know what it is, but she just won't. And she backed him the day that we was on Butlins, and he called me a name which I'm not going to repeat on here, beginning with the C word, that's all I'll say. She backed him, and I thought that was completely out of order because I'm her sibling. And then the other week she came in and she said, I think it's awful that you don't talk to your sibling. And I'm like, hello? Like, you're the one who don't talk to me. So that's like a hypocrite, you know? Oh my God, like, and then she played the stunt of, I'm not going to get you anything for your birthday. Okay, fine. That goes against you next year with yours, so it's not a problem, you know? With me, if it's like a special occasion, I put my differences behind, you know, for one day. You know, it was my mum's wish that we would get on. And, you know, we've tried to get on and it just clashes all the time. So I give up, you know. I know she wants me to apologise all the time for something that she did. No, you know, I'm not going to go down to her level. I think she brings her work life into the home. You know, she works in a nursery, and I feel like she brings the work life into home and treats me like I'm a little kid, you know, and I'm not going to go down to her level, you know, because she wants to win the argument, or, you know, however it is. It's not going to happen. So I really can't be, you know, I'll try it once. I've got this rule where I'll take you back a second time. You do it again, that's it, never again. And she's done it again. So, you know, I'll be civil, but it's not going to be like the friendship me and my brother have, you know. With me and my brother, it's a different kind of friendship, because like if he needed a kidney, for example, I would give it to him. You know, it's, you don't understand like the difference. He understands, you know. It's just, it is a shame, because like I shouldn't have to be made to speak to someone that I don't want to speak to, you know. And the funny thing is that he apologized to my mum. Well, don't go apologising to my mum. You need to apologise to me. I'm the one that needs to be apologised to. And then she's like, I think, oh, you and Jack need to apologise to each other. And hell no. No, absolutely no way. You started the argument. You are the one that's responsible for breaking the ice, as they call it. Sorry if it sounds a bit negative, but as I say, a whip and chat can go in very many directions. It can start off positive and go negative. We can start talking about apple pies and then it turns into sausage surprise. As Gene says on EastEnders, you never know where the talk's going to go. But, yeah, mighty ho, how are we doing for time? 29 minutes. Bloody hell, I woke up and it was bloody freezing this morning, because I don't put my radiators, I used to put the heating on through the night, but it just got like so expensive on the bills, and so I can't really do that. I'm trying to set the automatic timer, but I don't like the idea of, like, if I'm going to work that day, leaving it on and not knowing when it's going to come on and when it's going to come off, you know. So I need to look at the timer and see if I can. All I want to do is, like, you know, set it for like an hour before I get up, so that it's all nice and warm when I get up. There's nothing worse than getting up freezing cold and no heating on. So yeah. And then I'm going to have a lovely I got this lovely chicken, Thai chicken sandwich, because I don't work Fridays. I used to, in my other job, I used to work Thursday or Friday. No, was it Thursday or Friday? I used to go in Friday, or was it Thursday? One of the days. But anyway, it was like in one day, off the next, and then back in, and I hated it. So this job I do Monday to Thursday, and get Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, which is quite nice. So I'm gonna have a nice. Got this chicken from Sainsbury's, and it's called, I think it's called Thai chicken. It looks really, really yummy, yummy, yummy for my tummy. So I'm gonna have that. So nice. Okay, so let's finish off Mr. Birdie here. And we're itching into the flower pot, which actually doesn't have that much detail. But yeah, so yeah, it did sting a bit when I had to pay out £8 postage, because I know it's a special delivery and they track it, because special delivery, you get it there by 1 o'clock, but you get to track it at each point along its journey. But it is a little bit on the excessive side for like a letter. Like, that is like insane. And I was trying to find the price office prices online, but I couldn't locate it, and gonna double check to see if I've not been overcharged on that, because it does seem a little. I know it's roughly around £6-7 a pound, but £8, like, really? Wow. But someone was posting a parcel to Australia, so it's that time of year where like people send a lot of international parcels. There was another lady sending to South Africa, America. I think one posted to Northern Ireland, and then one actually posted to Canada. So it may be coming your way, Roxanne. But yeah, it's just interesting how, you know, this parcel sets off in its little journey in the post office, goes all the way through, and then I would advise, obviously, because I thought for many years about sending gifts to my friends across the pond in wrapping paper, but I've got a bloody good chance that their customs will open it, because they don't always open the parcels, but anything that looks suspicious on their x-ray machine, they have the authority to open it. But if they do open it, they'll try to seal it back as best as they can. But as we know with Temu, when it's gone through customs and they've had a rummage around, they just shove it in the bag and they don't care, you know. Because you'll know if customs have opened it, because with a mailing bag, if you see all tape wrapped around the mailing bag, yep, customs have had a little gawp at it. So yeah, that's how you know. So yeah, I've actually got a bog brush coming. I actually ordered, it's like this little, because I love cleaning, and I got this, like, it's like a little brush that's got like a U shape on it with a little like up brush. So you've got the brush there with like a bend in it and a little handle, and it just scrubs around the edge of the toilet, you know, where the rim part is. And I thought that would be quite good for like when you're cleaning with the toilet gel and stuff. So I always give it a clean. Even if it's clean, I always scrub it with toilet gel. There's nothing better than having a nice, clean, sanitized toilet. So yeah, I've got that coming today, but I've just realised I can't get that. I don't know how I'm going to get that, because I've posted off my licence, and with Every you have to show photo ID. And when I tried to Google how much, you know, what other ID they use, all it said was a photo ID. So I might have to speak to Temu, because what you can do is, if you can't collect it from the shop, you can mark it down as sent to wrong address and they'll refund you. So, because that happened with one that I sent down another shop, and it's been sitting there, and they keep asking me to collect it, but I haven't got ID to do that. So I've got to remember when I order, it can't go to the shops at the moment. But yeah. Okay, so that is that. So let's do a bit of the two now. Sorry, we were going to do a weather forecast, weren't we? Alexa, what is the weather forecast today, love? Alexa, what is the weather forecast today, lovey?
In Braintree, it's 7 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 8 degrees and a low of 4 degrees.
Interesting. Oh, shit. I've just remembered I've got to do... I always get, at Christmas time, I always get Moonpig cards or funkypigeon.com. And basically, they're company. Basically, they're companies where you can like put like a personal photo on a card, and they'll print it for you. But Moonpig have this saving problem, this saving scheme, but it's a bit of a con because like you don't really get much discount. And with funkypigeon.com, I think they give you a free A5, is it? Card each month. I definitely find Funky Pigeon more better than Moonpig, and I always used to shop on Moonpig, but just remembered if I don't get them ordered, because the mail is terrible over here, and I don't really want to send it to my mum's because then she'll know that I've ordered her a card and it will sort of wreck the surprise. But I ordered ones for her birthday and it didn't turn up until 5 days after her birthday, so that's why I need to get it in quick. Because remember, guys, the last posting dates, let's have a look. Alexa, what are the last posting dates for December 24?
From mylondon.news. For second class post, the last date is Wednesday, December 18th. For first class post, it is Friday, December 20th.
So as you can see, the mail sort of comes to an end at that time for a few days, and then they're back up and running again. But yeah, if you don't get it off before then, you're going to have a bit of a delay. And there's nothing worse than things turning up after Christmas, you know. So the pressure's on, baby. The pressure's on. Because you've got to get... There's so much to do. And I've actually started off early this year. I'll never forget that year I left it till the 23rd. Like, it was one mad rush. Because back then, the company that I used to work for mucked up my wages. And... yeah, I was in a bit like really pissed off, and they didn't pay me till gone the 23rd, or was it the 22nd? And so I had to run around like a headless chicken trying to get all these orders in ready for Christmas, because I literally had no time to go to the shop and get anything. So I was heavily relying on Amazon to deliver it, and they came to the rescue. So yeah, another reason why I resigned from that job, because constantly mucking up my wages, or not, you know, if I work like 60, for example, you know, if I work like 6 hours, they would knock off and make a cock up every single time I got paid. Yeah, you sort of think one or two mistakes, but not every single time you get paid. Like, how the hell can you make that mistake every single time, you know? I don't know if it's like automated, but there was just a lot of things I just got fed up with, you know, and it was time to sort of, you roughly know when it's time to like have a change, you know. So, oh, bum. Okay. I've just realised, okay, these look like they're different drills, so please don't tell me I've put all that. I'm going to assume that they're all two, but yeah, that's where it catches you out, guys, here, so just be mindful. Because that is a different drill. I could have got easily carried away there. So let me pop over to this bit. It's actually quite funny because this shop that I sent my Amazon thing to, it's been there ever since I moved here, and I've never ever been in there. But if it means don't going up that hill, I'm sorry if I bore anyone by talking about parcels all the time, but I can't resist. You know, if I go, you know, if I go to a locker that day, I'm going to talk about the locker, you know. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm boring anyone by that. I do understand that I talk a lot about the same thing. Linda told me off for that once. I remember that day you were watching, was it the boiler? I was talking about the radiator and the boiler, and you said, "Is this a repeat or something?" And oh my god, last night a thing came up on the boiler because it's like an LED boiler thing, and it said low pressure, and I was like, "Oh no! I am not having boiler people in all over Christmas. That is the worst." Like they did this last year, and like it was just like making me wait. They capped it off, and then I had to wait. But apparently the pressure was too low, but my brother knows how to do it. There's like a tap under the boiler and you turn it up and then it's back to normal pressure. So surely a boiler isn't designed to keep having to manually do that, but I don't know. Do you know, I'm going to assume now, I think these are robin redbreasts, you know, because I'm not being funny, but they look like little robins. So I'm going to assume that they're robins. But yeah, I'm really excited to see this finish because it means on to the next project, which is going to be a little 20x21 next time. So we're getting through as much as we can, and then I think I really must start on the bigger ones. We've got so much to cram in. So there could be days where what I might do is do like a double, say every Friday or something. Or what I might do is, because it's busy, I might put the weekends back on. Yeah, I might do that actually, because then we've got an extra 2 days. Because as we all know with YouTube, they don't like it when you keep uploading. Like say like you upload 2 in one day. I really don't care about the analytics. But for some reason they don't like it when you upload twice. Don't know. You know, it's your channel. You can upload however many you want, but you know what YouTube are like, always swapping and changing and doing things. Okay, so that's C. A sailor went to sea, to see what he could see, and all that he could see, was the bottom of the deep blue sea. Hope we got some spare of these marquees. They're lovely to work with. But I'm itching to get this in the Liz Harrison Scotty Dog Crafts and Sassy Mistress and Sisters group, because normally when I've finished a project, I do post them. So yeah, okay. Why is there? Okay, I'm not sure, but yeah. Really enjoying this painting. It's a fabulous one to work on, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So yeah. But remember, well, it's a bit pointless talking about it now, but it is Black Friday today, Friday the 29th of November, so there's bound to be a lot more of... Oh, bugger, I forgot to order Hannah's gift last night. Shit. I'm going to have to do that now. I've got terrible memory. Because unless I write it down, I forget people. Well, this is the last little birdie, and then we got a bit of the flower and a random present, but yeah, and a Christmas tree over here, and then it's all ready for the woo. Now, I did look at Crystal Art Sealer last night, but for some reason it's out of stock. No, it's not on Prime, so I don't know. Let's have a bit of music, shall we? Alexa, play Jingle Bells. Jingle bells, cockle shells. Alexa, why do I have to say it twice? Play Jingle Bells.
Jingle bells and similar songs on Amazon Music.
Alexa, play Jingle Bells Glee.
Jingle Bell Rock and similar songs on Amazon Music.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushes of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. On the bright side, it's the right side to rock the night away. See, once I get singing, I can't stop. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. If anyone wants to know what this song is called, it's called Jingle Bell Rock by Glee. La 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 la, la 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 la, do 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 do, la 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 dee do. Jingle bell time, dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square, in the frosty air. I love this green flower. Looks a bit like the spider plant, because there's a plant in the UK called a spider plant, and it gets its name because their leaves are so long. It's nice when they have a baby plant because they're like all connected to this like rope thing. Bright side is the right side to rock the night away. To go riding in a one-horse sleigh. I still forgot that. Look, still forgot that up there. Naughty. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Yeah. Well, Alexa, stop. Thank you, love. Oh, was that Hark the Herald? Hark the Herald angels sing. Alexa, resume. Alexa, play. Angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Alexa, stop. I'm not in the mood for Hark the Herald at the moment. But yeah. Oh man, I don't want this to finish. And oh my god, I've got to tell you this. I've got exclusive announcement. Last night I made the decision to order the McNeil Santa with the reindeers. Ooh, I'm so excited. So now I've got the collection. Oh yeah, and I've ordered express delivery, but the range have not sent it. And apparently you can do this thing where if you order before 11 p.m, they will dispatch it and send it the next day. And they haven't. So I will be having words with them to find out why. I mean, obviously the next day will, it starts from when they've dispatched it. So if it turned up late and it didn't come the next day, then obviously that's where I can get compensation. But yeah, he looks like he's got a really cold beak because there's like a shadow. This is like the shadow. You've got the sun this side, and then obviously this is the shadow bit. But he just likes, because he's so small, he looks like he's very cold. So, yeah. So, yes, I was very disappointed because I couldn't get my Hello magazine. I just love it. It's full of, like, celebrity gossip, It's just a really full packed, it's quite a thick magazine. It's packed with all news and stuff, but once I read it, I love. There's nothing better than reading it and then shredding it, knowing that that paper can be recycled. And my mum has a shredder, but it's completely the wrong type of shredder. She has the one where it's just like, it just cuts strips, and really if you need to shred paper, it needs to be cross cut, which is where it goes in a strip and then it cuts it sideways as well. So yeah, I hate strip shredders. They're because they just cut it in strip, so like anyone could like glue it together, you know. But makes a nice nest for a lot of hamsters. Use it as well. Rabbits, I think, use it sometimes. But I was watching this channel and I completely made a bit of a balls up, because the lady was saying something about that sawdust was going everywhere for her cat's litter tray, and I didn't know the paper causes the stench of weed to be more. Well, I said, why don't you use like shredded paper? And I thought, you know, that might be a good idea. And she commented to say that it actually makes it worse, because obviously the wee stinks. So yeah, I made a bit of a cock up because I didn't know, you know, I'm not a cat specialist. I don't know if cats can have that, but I don't really understand the purpose of a litter tray, because obviously dogs go for a shit outside, don't they? They go for a dump in the grass. So why can't a cat do that? You know, it just don't make sense why they have to have litter trays. I've never understood that. Do 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 la la la, I'm looking forward to my lunch. It's tikka chicken today. I have it every day with Pringles and coconut yogurt. La 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 la. La 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 la. Alexa, play Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa Claus is coming to town, and similar songs and music.
And of course it comes up with bloody something. Oh, yeah, right. Everyone get their microphones. Quick, go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Linda! I can imagine you did that. Coming to town, Santa, watch out. You better not cry, you better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, oh yeah. This is done by the Jackson 5. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. We've got live videos coming soon as well. So, in my Christmassy shirts that I wear every year. Peacocks did do an elf onesie, but I think it's sold out now. So I'm a little bit disappointed it's not there. I really wanted that. My sister absolutely loves the elf music. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better watch out, I'm telling you why. Oh yeah. I need to go on The Voice or The X Factor, but I believe The X Factor has been axed. I'm not surprised really, because I find that show utter bore. People singing, like, and then they go on Britain's Got Talent and they're singing. Yes, it's a talent, but there's a separate show for that, and that's The Voice. It's coming to town. Oh, I need to get my mince pies. Let me know in the comments, do you have your mince pies cold, or do you have it hot with cream, or cold with cream? My mum has Baileys cream on it, it's like so nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh yeah. Alexa, stop. Okay, how are we doing for time? It's 54. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to finish off this little birdie and then we'll call that a session. So I really need to get some more diamond paint stickers. I still need to do a diamond painting notebook. So there's quite a lot I need to do. Do you know, I've loved doing this painting so much. I don't want to... sometimes when I do paintings, I have to buy it again because I absolutely love doing it. And then I like to do one here and then put one up at my mum's. But she doesn't like things on the wall because it will peel off the paint because she's newly decorated her kitchen. So she's a bit fussy with things going on the wall and that. So, but my brother contributed to that because he was like, I'm not going to keep painting if he puts paintings on the wall. And it's like, well, where am I supposed to put them then? But Liz Harrison got me this goodie box thing. I absolutely miss them. She hasn't done one in so long. And I hope she does another one. But I'd like to buy one if she does. She bought me this back. Well, she put it in the box thing. But it's like a black canvas thing. Linda got this magnetic picture holder thing, but it's like that, but it's in a plastic hanging thing, so I might use that instead. But there we go, guys, another hour, another session done. And look, we three kings of Orient are... I was looking at a nativity set last night and I'm at a Temu, but I still can't find one that I like. But look, we've only got this little bit down here to do, and then I think we are finito. But I'm just going to do the little head up here because I keep forgetting that, and if I don't do it, I'll forget. So I'm just going to get that part done there. Silver bells, cockle shells, la la la, la la la. Santa Claus is coming to town. Do you know, some people's voices are so good, they go unnoticed. Because I think at one point there was a lady, you know the lady that sings, let it go, I'm the one with the wind. Or was it The Greatest Showman? One of the two. But she didn't get credit for her song. It was someone else that was singing it. And then I think Simon asked her to come on one day to show her voice because she was the one who did it. But yeah, some people's go unnoticed and then other people get the credit for it, which is a bit unfair. But there we go, guys. Ka-ching! Look at that. Snow vibes, guys. It just looks like a patch of snow all falls on their chest here. This is a fabulous painting. I cannot recommend this enough. We are coming to the edge of this and I'm really sorry I didn't have time to sort all that out. So I will try next time. But we've only got this little section done. That'll be the second one done for Christmas, and on to the third one, which is a 20x20. I cannot wait to get this finished. It is just dragging out. It doesn't want me to finish it yet, but this is coming very soon to finishing. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Your continued support is so very much appreciated. So thank you. And we will be doing more of this very soon. Take care and goodbye.